Hello, I'm the Platypus, and welcome to Act 1 of Kentucky Kentucky Route Zero. This was played during a stream, so it might be a bit strange. Certain things, I remember at one point I spoke to the chat, but obviously keep that in mind. And obviously it's quite a long episode, it's like an hour and 20 minutes, I believe it will be. So, maybe try and break it up into parts to watch, or if you want to watch it as one coherent act, then this is Act 1. I plan on playing the other acts and maybe uploading them over the course of the next 2 weeks. I have uni commitments, so my streams are going to be more inconsistent until that finishes, but I'm going to try and pick that up, going into the summer. But really, I want to really hammer down on this YouTube and get indie games uploaded onto it and make the once a month content that I was speaking about with the episode that I've already done, the most meta game being about the beginner's guide. So I don't exactly know what next month is going to be about, but maybe this game will give me some inspiration for that. I also uploaded Starfetchers a few days ago, so I'd recommend going to watch that as well. That's quite an interesting game, and I'm excited to see where the rest of the development takes this game, because it was just like a starting of it. Kentucky Route Zero is like a point-and-click adventure game. I don't know if it's classed as adventure actually, about a delivery truck driver who has a package to deliver and gets pointed towards Route Zero, which I'd never heard of before. And this first act obviously sets the scene for that. I think it's going to be an interesting game. It's quite quirky and weird at the start, but at the same time it has like quite a mellow, slow tone to it. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. It's got quite a... I don't know how to describe it, really. Yeah, maybe it's best just to watch it. But I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. I know this game is fully finished now. I think it took years for it to fully get finished. Oh. I was point-clicking it. So, of course, you have to point and then click. Kentucky Route Zero. Choose a save slot. Blank notebook. I just have no clue what... I think it's about... I believe there's like a tunnel across America or something, and it's about a trucker on a road trip and the people they meet along the way. I believe. I might be wrong. These headphones are so uncomfortable. I should put my big headphones on, really. But oh well. Equus oils. Equus oils. Equus oils. I'm going to turn the game up a little bit. This already has a cool vibe. Oh, please say that does with the dog. An old hound in a straw hat. Both have seen better days. A moving truck rumbles softly to itself. Painted on its side are the words Lesette's Antiques, Furniture, Glassware, Curiosities. Sunblaze Games. Are they the people who made this game? Please say they are. That is well cool if it is. No, it's not. Damn it. Well, I can dream, Harold. Oh, that's cool. It's that horseshoe game thing. In Interstate Highway 65, running from Alabama up to just shy of Chicago, it ought to be quitting time in this part of Kentucky, but the daylight just won't shake. The sun just won't go away. Okay. Hopefully it's 2D in a sense that I don't have to go. Yeah, seems to be. Attendant. Joseph sits between gas pumps in a Queen Anne armchair. His hair is grey and his glasses darkened. Joseph, damn, did you hear the wreck? Truck full of bottles. Did you hear that wreck? Truck full of bottles. I don't know, beer, bottles, whiskey, lost a tire or something and spilled booze and glass over the interstate. Damn, did you hear that wreck? Truck full of bottles. I don't know, beer bottles, whiskey, lost a tire or something, spilled booze. Oh, sorry, I read it wrong the first time. What a mess. I hope they don't come down here looking for anything. We blew a damn fuse and it's all shut off. Did I hear a dog? What's your dog's name? His name is Homer. His name is Blue. Just some dog. I don't know his name. Now, I know people... our name must be Conway. I know people don't like naming dogs after people's names. But I mean Homer's Odyssey. That's kind of cool, isn't it? So we'll go with that. Bit of a shuffle or a drag in a Homer's step. Kind of an old one, isn't he? Well, I guess he's got some stories then. Hey, here's some jerky for Homer. I made it myself. Didn't turn out too well, but I bet a dog will eat it. Getting late, right? I can feel the sun on my neck. I bet it's just a few feet off the horizon. I've been driving all evening looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. I've got a delivery to make on Dogwood, but I'd rather watch the sunset. Yeah, it's the truth. I've got to stop and breathe in that road. I bet while you're out driving, you let your eyes wander up the tree line and just, well, I bet you're more of a poet than old Joseph. How long have you been working here? I've been working here a number of years. It's pretty okay, you know. I have an advanced degree and a few publications. It's okay here. Listen, you and Homer would have been driving up and down 65 all night. Dogwood Drive is on the other side of... Well, to get there you've got to take the Zero. The Zero is a tough route to find, but you can use my computer to look up the directions. You'll have to head down into the basement and reset the circuit breaker first. I'll be happy to have those whining lights back up anyway. It's too damn quiet out here. The basement door is back there in the office. Appreciate your help, friend. Oh, and here, take this lamp. It gets dark. Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. So it's like weirdly 2D, 3D? I don't know how they do that, game-wise. I've never really mixed 2D and 3D. Okay. What does the sign say? A dusty road sign is bolted onto the wall. These are the rules. 1. No open flames near the gasoline. No consumption of beer or spirits on premises. In the case of sudden darkness, do not panic. Relax, count backwards from 5. Strictly limit time spent in the basement to fewer than 3 minutes of every hour. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Just weird that you're allowed to turn the light off. Oh, there's a guy down here? There's 3 guys down here? Emily, Ben and Bob sit in the folding chairs behind a worn card table. Papers, oddly shaped dice and highway maps cover the tabletop. Conway clears his throat. Have you all seen a breaker box down here? Oh, sorry, didn't know there was anyone down here. To Bob, did you hear something? To Emily, no, sorry, I was looking at the rules again. To Bob, Ben to Bob. It gets easier as you go. Look, you said you rolled a 5, right? That means you got to pick up your marker and move it anywhere on the map. Bob to Ben. So it's your turn now, right? Ben to Bob. Well, yeah, I guess so. Where'd you put that 20-sided dice? Are they playing D&D? I don't see it. Did you drop it? It should be easy enough to find. It glows in the dark. Does it? I'm wondering if it's a fact. Yep, there it is. Big brain. Conway picks up the glowing 20-sided dice and expects it. The number 5 is facing up. Just a small piece of plastic, but it has a reassuring, almost comforting weight. He places the object in his jacket pocket. Number 5 is facing up. I've never played a point-and-click adventure game. What the fuck? Folding chairs are arranged around a worn table. The chairs are empty and the surface of the table is bare. I'm going to put the dice on the table. So they can play again. This game's already strange. We got ghosts going about here. Okay, then apparently I can use a computer now. Wait, didn't he say I could use a computer? Do I need a password? There it is, just listen to those lights whine. Yep. Well, I'd better get those directions and head to 0 if you don't mind. There were some people down your basement playing some kind of game, but they're gone now. No, I don't think so. Maybe that lamp light was playing tricks on you, huh? Well, strange things happen underground, especially in the dark. So computers in the office, you're looking for Marquez. She knows her way around those roads. She'll get you to the 0. The password is, damn. I usually just feel it out, muscle memory, you know. It's kind of long, kind of like a short poem. I think one of those short poems really sums it all up. You'll figure it out. This game is like, it's strange, but it's got such a calming vibe to it. But a bit freaky with that. I love the horse like thing. That's so cool. Conway taps a key, waking the computer from its reverie. User Joseph. Password. Wheels slide loose. The stars drop away. I talk and listen to him talking. Nobody saw the accident. The moon throbs. It's late. You just breathe road. The lights whine. What the fuck's going on? I knew it was going to get accepted, obviously. It's like it's asking the player, like, what they feel. I like that. How's it going in there? Figuring it all out. Sure you are. Messages. Address book. Games. Exit. Let's just stick with what we're here for. I don't want to snoop. Address book. Maconda Lane. Head northeast on the 65 and turn left as soon as you see the ugly tree. That's always on fire. Look for the barn at the basement of the mountain. Can't miss it. Out there in Maconda somewhere, right? Yeah, that's it. Hey, look, while you're down there, I loaded that old TV of mine into your truck. I borrowed that thing from Weaver Marquez a number of years ago. And now that the power is all weed over here, I can't pick up anything but static and public access anyway. She was always more worried, but maybe she'd want it back at home. It's a nice TV. Okay. Let's say bye to him. I don't want to just leave. Sun's going down. You and Homer better get on the road if you're gonna make that your delivery. God, oh, I can speak to Homer. Conway scratches behind Homer's ear. How's it going, Homer? Take it easy, Homer. How's it going, Homer? What do you think of this place? How about a treat? Take it easy, Homer. What do you think of this place? It's odd, I've never noticed it driving by. Seems like they're really on. No! What was I even say? Oh, okay. My old man Ira. Do you miss that guy? He was a good man, a good boss. Conway doesn't want to stay any longer. Oh, okay. So I either go or... You know what? I'm going to head back down to the basement because I want to see if there's more to this basement thing. If there isn't, I'll just head back. I don't have the light anymore. I guess not. I wonder if I kept the dice that something would have happened. We'll never know now. By the way, I think I'll be streaming until probably until 10:30. No, 11. I just realised 10:30. I was thinking it was 9 o'clock. Let's go. Fucking hell, I'm having a nightmare with this. Colin doesn't want to stay any longer. Okay, so we're on the Route 65 at the moment. This was the correct direction, wasn't it? Oh, wait. Field notes. Head northeast on the 65 and turn left as soon as you see that ugly tree that's always on fire. Oh. Tallback. Cool. Oh wow, that was a whole scene. Oh yeah, I guess a scene. Marquez farmhouse. Marquez. Come, we're pretty dark out here. Stick with the dog. Dog always knows. A street lamp at the base of a dusty pond heading up the hill. Oh, Marco's not coming. Not Marco's. Impopo. Oh. That's weird. That's all I want to look at that. Family graveyard set off to the side of the house. Headstones inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Nowowski, Padilla, and Marcus. That's a mix of some countries. What's this? Like dust. Okay. I should play Disco Elysium after this. At some point. That might go on the list. Revel, just thinking what a lovely house we have. Do you like it? Have you been here before? Did you happen to see an owl? No, I've never been here before. I know, it must seem very strange to you. I was here when this house was built, so it's never been strange to me. There used to be another house here, but we had it destroyed when we built this one. It was very expensive and we got quite underwater. What do you do for work? Is it too difficult or do you like it very much? I was once a mathematician. Are you looking for something in particular here? God. I drive deliveries for a small antique company. It's better than driving in a ditch. I believe it's hard times for small antique shop. It's hard times everywhere, even out here on our little farm. My parents stopped paying the bank a while back. I shouldn't even be here, but I just did. I have some notebooks. I'm only a little bored. I might prefer to watch TV occasionally. Joseph says you're too smart to watch TV. Actually, I have a TV. Let's go for that one. Compliments always nice. That was a nice thing to say, but he was wrong. I'm not as smart as I used to be. Well, actually, I suppose I am as smart as I used to be, but never any smarter. I don't learn anything new anymore. I write some figures, but nothing radical. I bet he sent the old TV along with you, didn't he? Of course he did. That was clever of him. Will you please set it up? Then I explain to you how to get where you're going to 0. I know. This is so strange. This has already got me Star Factory vibes. The way everyone talks to each other is just weird. What the hell? That's how it's supposed to look. That's not how it's supposed to look. You made it You've made a mistake setting it up. To throw an object to you, which of your parents was it who wouldn't allow you to watch TV? Okay, I'm skeptical. You have it all backwards, I'm not surprised. Are you? Have you been paying attention? I don't think you have. It's time to start paying attention now, Conway. Look closely at the television. Is this going to send me into the zero? Route 0. Also known as Kentucky Route 0. That's not the television. Oh, is this meta? It might be meta. Hey, wake up. You spaced out for a minute there. The picture on the TV. What do you keep in that barn? Used to be tools and feed, then books. Now I think it's mostly spiders. That TV is picking up the wrong signal. My cousin Shannon would know more about it. She fixes TVs for a living. Well, she used to. I think the new molds are giving us some trouble. That's my father's brother's daughter, Shannon. We're about the same age. Well, we used to be. She's older now. She has a workshop up north by the lake, right here. Right where? Where'd your hair go? I got a haircut? What do you mean? I bet that one bit was a trouble. PJ Salt. She has a workshop up north by the lake. Right where Fiona and Wax Rosemary. It's a big bait and tackle shop and she fixes TVs. I still have a button. I can't see it. I still have a button. It's got the sides cut down. Also, I'm not convinced you should bother with the zero. I'd much rather you find my cousin and fix my TV, but I'll get you headed the right way. So do I have to fix the TV, then get back on the 65, heading north, then take the first right after an artificial limb factory. From there, your arrival at the zero is basically inevitable. Nice to know you Conway. Keep your eyes open, especially in the dark. That's a weird comment. This is such a weird game. Wait, she's gone now. Can I go downstairs? I kind of want to go downstairs. An abandoned spider web stretches across the bottom of a saucepan. Thank you. Wait. Like your cut G? Am I a G? A skillet is seasoned with dust. An abandoned spider web stretches across the bottom of a saucepan. A skillet is seasoned with dust. A disused wood burning stove is set up in one ash dust corner of the room. It's cold to the touch. Well, I mean, it's probably wood, the stove. Okay, let's head outside. I wonder if I can head in there when I walk through the bottom, because I don't think it showed up the first time. It's also weird that she's just done one. Oh, I'm guessing not. I feel like I should have been able to go to that to the garage. We'll try again. Let's see. Oh, I wish it would speed up, but I guess that's loading. Okay, I guess I can't go downstairs. Right, we'll head out then. We got our directions. Anywhere. I just don't get why people just disappear. The only person who hasn't was Joseph. Old Joe. What the fuck? Remember the horses you and Lassette and Ira had? I miss them sometimes, the horses. You didn't like to sleep in the barn either. Yours didn't like to sleep in the barn either. I guess it's given the story by the way he speaks to his dog. Just a random country band playing out of a window. Okay, so what do we need to do now? Up north, direction for up north by the lake, right where Piona and Wax meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop. Oh wait, what are we doing? Are we going to? Let's go to Shannon's workshop. So, up north a ways by the lake, right where Piona and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop. So up north. Was it up north on the 65? By the lake. Okay. Wait, what's that? That's a factory. Turns a dirty brick building. A grinding drum from within the building is faintly audible by the inset floodlights on the lawn. Illuminates motor. On the actual building, the park lot are likely sound obstructed by trees read artificial limb factory. So that's not the one we want. But that is the river. I don't think it's this. I need to look for it. What road was it again that I wanted? No, not that. This is awkward. Not Frenchman Knob Road. No, further up. Can I go further up? Or just the end of the line? So what was it? Up northwards by the lake, right where Piona and Wax Road meet. So I've got to find Piona and Wax Road now. It was by the river, so maybe it's over here? That's Grayson. Wax Road. Bait shop. Go. Conway pulls into the big shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar, a handwritten sign reads, "Live bait, minnows small and also large for strippers, night crawlers, chips and beer." A green flyer hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at eye level. To the shop's right, a deck parking lot sprawls unevenly into the grass and then eventually trees. The bait shop is open. Let's read the flyer. Computer printed type in a bold font surrounds a clip art illustration of a TV set. The TV has eyes, arms and legs. Its shoulders are slouched. On the screen is a cartoon expression of of exhausted nausea. It's a cartoon expression of exhausted nausea. A hot water bottle rests against its wireless antenna. TV repair, no model too old. Inquiry within. We do not sell digital converter boxes. Conway enters a bait shop. Narrow aisles crowded with lures, reels, rods and snacks divide the shop lengthwise from the entrance to the cashier's counter. The left wall is lined with churning tanks of water. The 3 metal tanks are labelled and the water is too agitated to get a clear view of what's inside. The content of the first tank are vaguely grey, the second is a muddy pink and the third is clear but shiny silver flecks occasionally flash along its surface. Conway's hand brushed against something roughly the size of his palm. Wait, why am I putting my hand in the tank? I didn't... Conway's hand comes in contact with a scaly, uneven surface. As he runs his finger across the bottom, a bead of sweat bridges inches from his temple to the water surface. Something bites at his palm and he recoils. Feels something fleshy but and sensation is nauseating. His elbow passes into the pinkish mass and he realises he's about to sick from the smell and pulls away. Why am I doing this? I know I'm also choosing to do this, but why am I doing this? The water seems to tremble with life. Conway can't tell if his hand is being nibbled by fish or massaged by artificial current. As he eyes near the surface of the water, he can see something colourful glowing faintly at the bottom of the tank. Reach deep into the tank. A tremor spreads from his elbows onto his fingers and up onto the base of his shoulder. His vision flickers. The water is running warm under his skin now, and he has a sensation that something is about to snap. His eyes close. He lays on a rooftop. He lays on a rooftop, his new shinglings rough beneath his back, swelling into the noon sun. He's exhausted. They must have started before dawn. His legs are sore from holding stable on the uneven surface, his wrists from breaking old ceiling, his fingers from carefully lifting shingles to hammer down new ones. His boss Ira yells from the idling truck below. He shades his eyes with his hand. A beer would be good. It's barely past noon, but he's worked a full day already. What could the harm be? Maybe a shot at the counter, just to get his eyes open. Then a beer. He could offer to drive into town for lunch and stop at that place on the Cumberland. Cashier pushes Conway roughly on the shoulder. He's been talking, yelling maybe, but it's all an echo now. Conway looks up, his neck stiff with pain. His right palm still tingling. The cashier points to the tank, then above to a few holes torn into the wall. Nil holes from which an electric sign has been dislodged and fallen into the water. He helps Conway to his feet. Look at him pitifully and returns to the carriage. So he just got electrocuted. Cool. Now we're at Al's crowd. Yeah. Press the counter. A wiry cashier stands behind the register and preoccupied with a Sudoku puzzle. Let's put the basketball in. We asked about the basketball. Cashier switches on the radio. An AM Sports broadcast is playing, but Conway can't be sure if it's meant to be an answer or drown out his question. Asked about Sharon Marquez workshop. Handwritten sign on the door behind the counter reads, TV repairs by appointment, please consult with cashier. The cashier knocks a few times on the door and waits, occasionally glancing at his puzzle. After a few moments with no answer, he notes a small note written on the sign, reads it, then points it out to Conway. Weaver, I got your message, have left for the old mine. Don't know if I will see you there or what. Ready either way, Shannon. Now we're all... Yeah. Where are the mines at? Maybe let's scout about and see if we can find this mine. Airplane. Two shirtless, shoeless men push a light aircraft along the highway. Occasionally one or other slips a bit on the sweating asphalt or stops to pull back his hair. The men are nearly broken. The rubber is almost worn away. Soon they will be dragging this aeroplane. Soon these men will be dragging this aeroplane. Are these the Wright brothers? It looks like an old enough plane for it. Should I just wait until they go? They might start flying soon. I kind of want to go and help them. Or, like, do something instead of just standing there. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's head. Let's get back on the road. This is so weird. I'm enjoying it, but it's like... I haven't played a game like this before. I haven't really played a point-and-click adventure game, really. If this is an adventure game. A singing chorus echoes from within the church. The building is on 1 story tall. It is 1 story tall with a pitched roof and a 3-story spire rising from the front. The top section of the spire is made of stained glass. An interior light illuminates the pine in red and blue. A large LED display glows in the parking lot. Light of the last Great Awakening Baptist Church. Listen. The muffled chorus drones at a steady volume, repeating the same 2 verses without rest. Conway approaches the church doors. The French doors of the church are modest and worn. They are locked. Walk around to the rear building. A ramp leads up from a dusty metal trash can to the church's back door. Look into the trash cans. One has a bit something leafy and rotten stuck to the bottom of it. Another is full of unlabeled videotapes. Can I? Oh. Enter the church's back door. He finds himself in a kitchen lit by a buzzing fluorescent ceiling fixture. On the counter is a plate of mouldy bread and an empty Dixie cup flecked red around the waxy rim. A set of swinging plastic doors on the far wall lead out to the kitchen. Walk through the plastic doors. Vacant pews sprawl unleafly in the church. A small raised stage lies to Conway's right, bare except for a tape recorder. The tape recorder's power cord runs through an outlet near Conway's feet. The singing stopped, the lights fall. The lights fail. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the actual... Oh god, where could this mine be? Okay, that was the... Office of Buffalo Creek Rural Electric Cooperative Corporation is almost invisible from the road. Its parking lot overgrown with weeds and its facade sheltered by ivy. Oh! The floor is loosely covered in dirt. Parts of the carpet have rooted with exposure to rain. Wild mushrooms grow in some of the corners of the room. The wall behind the front desk has been mostly rotted away. It looks fragile. Push through the back wall. Conway found himself in what may have been in what may once have been a conference room. The floor has fallen away in places and filled with a dark green mire. The walls of the conference room are decayed and damaged. Push through another wall. The drywall dissolves as Conway pushes through it, falling in damp clumps. In the marsh he breaks into a long hallway. The glow of bioluminescent fungus casts a faint blush on the walls. The Conway has a feeling that he has interrupted something. After a moment of silence, the frog's chorus resumes. Did I miss something though? Where the fuck's this mine at? Diner. Diner doesn't appear to have a name. A vinyl banner slung above the door simply reads 24 hours. It only has one window behind which the blinds are tightly closed. Try the door. Door swings open easily. A bell rings nearby. The interior of the diner is pitch black. A bit of errant light from the nearby highway creeps through the open door, and gradually Conway is able to make out a few figures inside. Two old men in trucker hats sit in a corner booth with a checkers board set on the table between them. A young woman standing behind the counter in an apron must be a waitress. The cook stares blankly from the kitchen. The door slams shut and the room is dark again. Sit down at the counter. He hits his knees on something hard and metallic, winces quietly, and then carefully finds his way to a stool, and he places his hands on the counter. Another hand, a young woman's, rests itself on his. She guides his fingers to a laminated menu. Conway closes his eyes, opens them, and maybe closes them again. Impossible to differentiate. Ask her about the basketball game. Wildcats are struggling, but today's was an important game. They could have rallied. Perhaps the waitress heard the game from the kitchen, or maybe she's a fan herself. Conway clears his throat. He feels a warm hand against his cheek and freezes. Her fingers run across the stubble of his chin. He feels like apologising. She leans forward, so does he. Did they just kiss? This game is so weird. He's trying to kiss a woman. I think I've been down Vine Street. Is this a mine? Oh wait, what was that? Oh, that was a wreck. Oh. Is that it? Conway shakes his head. What a mess here. What a worst ride. What a mess here. That gas station tenant was right. Do you think anyone was hurt? That gas station was right. Booze and glass all over the intersection. I bet he could hear each bottle break. Oh. Alright, let's head back, I guess. It's good to know that was real. I like that I only have to use one hand. That's useful. Now where the fuck is that mine at? Rocky Hill Road? The exterior of the Barron River Rural Electric Cooperative is dingy and beige, sprinkled with fading graffiti. The front door hangs open from a broken hinge. The windows are dark. Look in a window. The windows are too dark to see anything inside, but a few dim shapes. Furniture, maybe, or livestock. The room feels empty with no furniture other than built-in front desk, host to a disconnected telephone, and a few empty beer cans. Meandering lines of colours being sprayed spray painted along the wall. But didn't we say we could see something? Behind the desk, a hallway leads into darkness. Pick up the telephone? There's no dial tone, the phone is disconnected. With the phone pressed close to his, Conway can hear a thin, quiet roar like the ocean or the highway. The hallway passes several smaller office doors. It quickly disappears into darkness. Something is glowing in the distance, barely. One of the office doors is still locked, another has been broken open. The door handle bent awkwardly inwards and embedded in the wood, but it jams against a filing cabinet. One closer inspection through the crack in the door. The whole room is filled with filing cabinets and other disused furniture. The hallway passes several smaller office doors. It quickly disappears into darkness. Something is glowing in the distance, barely. The door at the end of the hallway is tightly closed, but a warm glow bleeds in from its edges. The handle is loose and the door swings open easily. The hallway fills with warmth, light, and the smell of smoke and coffee. Another dozen men and women sit round a campfire in the middle of a large room. Cubicle walls are being cut into pieces, some leaning up against the walls and some arranged into stacks of firewood. One of the women waves to Conway's offers him an empty chair. It's missing wheels, but it's comfortable and easily adjustable to his height. Someone takes a pot hung above the fire and pours coffee into a styrofoam cup. Conway accepts it and they all return to watching the fire. This is so weird. I'm going to say that throughout this game, Anna. It's so weird. It's so weird. Blah, blah, blah. No. Cumberland Parkway. That came up before, didn't it? Oh, wait. That was the street I was just on. We're kind of struggling for that mine, aren't we? And without direction, it's going to be a struggle. Maybe I can't. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's a Route 0. Oh, well, that TV's not getting fixed. Sorry. Elkhorn Valley. Elkhorn Valley. God, Elkhorn. Elkhorn Valley. Let's speak to Homer. Homer brushes some dirt off Homer's hat. How's it going, Homer? Not sure that lady was right about that on ramp to the 0 being here. You got something on your hat. Be digging into Lysette's flowers again. Did you pick that up on the road? Don't you ever get tired of nosing around strange places? You like it out here, don't you, picking up strange dirt on the road? Daddy bitch. Act 1, Scene 4. Elkhorn Mine. Oh, the mine! Okay, well that's good. Shannon speaks into a large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Wait, am I controlling? Inaudible. That's true. I guess you can't keep me out for another week or two. Yes, and I appreciate that, but... Never finish a conversation on a bad note, if you can. You never know what's going to happen, especially in this game. Hi, Shannon. I've heard of you tomorrow. Tomorrow? That's because I read that on the back. Excuse me, Mum, I saw the light was on. I'm looking for the on-ramp too. I need to keep me off the property. Do you believe in ghosts? Well, let's see. I do believe a place can be haunted, if that's what you mean. What about a person? Can a person be haunted? No, that's not what I mean. Well, okay, I've been running across a few people who acted like ghosts, kind of there, kind of somewhere else. Me too. Oh yeah? Did you, is that what leads you down here? So I guess this place must be pretty important. Maybe I'm in the right place after all. Here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lyset's Antiques, and I'm out here trying to finish the job. You make delivery to the mine? What kind of stuff are you hauling? Oh, no. I had delivery 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now I heard I need to take a highway called the Zero. So I met this young lady named of Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way. So here I am, uncommon kind of place for an on-ramp, but that's what it's been like so far anyway. With what? With Marquez, do you know her? I never heard of the damn Zero. That doesn't sound like a real highway. But I know Weaver. I've known her all my life. She was my cousin. I'm Shannon Marquez. Weaver doesn't lie. One time when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck that was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd be hearing it echo through the house for years. She said it was very upset, crying, and then my dad walked in the door. Just came back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into wind charms. That's weird. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke, it wasn't a lie. At the time, I thought she meant it as a riddle or a puzzle. But Weaver's not a puzzle, she's a mystery. So what are you doing down here, Shannon? I talked to Weaver earlier this evening too, or anywhere. She talked to me, it's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes. It's weird how I'm controlling both sides of the conversation. Weaver told me I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. Where did you see Weaver? What are you looking for? At my workshop, she just appeared. I hadn't seen her since a long time. It's not such a bad thing you showing up now. All told, I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay up here though. It's not a place for a dog. Just an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. If we're going to go down into it, find your on-ramp or whatever else, we've got to keep our bearings. I don't want to get turned round. I've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put a signal out ahead, so do some analysis, figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Cool, let's go look around. Topology is to do with the height of elevation and stuff, isn't it? Like, there's like topological maps, isn't there, that have like how tall the land is and stuff. Have I been in a mine before? I think I've been in a mine before. I've definitely been in a cave. It's weird being underground. That runs into the mine's PA system. Do you think it still works? Only one way to find out. The little lamp on the front of it is off. I have been in the mine. Yeah, I have. Only one way to figure out. Alright, give it a whirl. Into PA. Is anyone down there? How big is this place? Is anyone down there? Nothing. Oh, there's no power yet. Okay, even when the old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and the lights. Yeah, they got paid in this shitty plastic token coal script, you know. And if you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the air, well, you had to put a token in. My parents used to work here, so did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents work down here. So let's just head into mine and see what... That's weird, the token thing. That sounds kind of like a prison thing. Can we power it up? I bet we just have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything is rationed here. Set up the lamp of yours and I'll go and plug those ceiling lights. I hear the speakers back here crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something into the mouthpiece. Okay, I hear you. We need to measure the echo delay time and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noise into the mouthpiece. Conway scrapes a coin across the mouthpiece, knocks on the table, hums a deep tone. Spits, whistles, blows on the mouthpiece. Damn, that's a long tunnel. These tunnels, that's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. I bet some of them have ruptured or joined up with a cave system. Alright, I set up my spectrum analysis. analyzer, so just say something into the mouthpiece and we can get a sense for how narrow those mind tools are. Don't be shy, just say anything that comes into your head. Tell me a story about something, or what did you have for breakfast today? My boss got a real big job out in Louisville. She was taking us an hour to get there. Seemed like a big project, but doable. Then a thunderstorm hit and it was too late anyway. But I was too hungover and we ran late. Got it. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Yeah, low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. You're probably used to it. He is quite tall. One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable or if it's too thin or too dense. Just real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I'll measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try to relax. Try to breathe naturally. Getting some pretty strong readings here. Oh, I think we're in pretty good shape. We'll keep it up at a minute. Conway breathes and relaxes as a peeler, feedback, and loose rocks engulf him. Yay! That went well. We lost Shannon now. I thought that was the end of the game. You're dead. Act 1, Scene 5. If we get to Act 2, I'll probably end. If not, 11. Alcon mine. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? I'm okay. I've got you. You're alright. Shit, your leg is pinned. I'm going to pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's fine. Just try to stand. Careful. I'm right here. Damn, don't worry. I've got you. That leg is in bad shape. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now let's see if this thing has power. Okay, there's some luck. Right, we should be able to ride this tram right out of here. Right out one of these auxiliary exits if there's any. I think there are. What about Weaver? We'll just find the exit and then we'll figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. So the controls are on your side. Let's get moving. We better not have lost our pupper. I'll be very sad if we've lost our pupper. Homer. We're going down. It's gonna end up like a roller coaster, isn't it? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Oh. Oh, here we are. This may be hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe myself, but this whole branch was underwater last I heard. Is it safe? I guess so. Looks like they finally drained it. Or maybe it just drained off on its own. The water came in pretty fast and a lot of folk got trapped in the tunnels. I only heard part of it, how it went from there. Sanitized for the bereaved. You know how these big companies are. But there was gossip too. The trapped miners couldn't get the pumps going because the power was rationed, so they shut all the lights off. But even then it wasn't enough. So I guess it was dark when they... Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Doesn't matter now. Look, this old turntable is still wired up. The controls are dead, but I can use my signal generator to switch tracks if the water hasn't damaged it too much. Or I can keep heading down this tunnel. All this junk hanging up around the turntable is for the company's store. Just junk, you know, the miners would buy it and use it to decorate their place. Or as landmarks, I guess. Hard to know which way is which down. It's all so grey and dim and grey. Connects two clip leads from her signal generator to the turntable electrical panel. We're on the tracks between the animal bones and the rowboat, so... Pendulum in the casket. The bat feeding the scarecrow. Pendulum in the casket. The bat feeder. That's so cool with the text. The pendulum and the casket. Casket sounds like death. Pendulum is like the ticking of time. Bat feeder and scarecrow. That's like food, isn't it, and stuff. Let's go with that. Is that the bat feeder, the banjo thing? The lute, I mean. That's so cool. How the turntables turn. I had to say that. I had to do it. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Okay? It's law. This feels very unsafe. I'm just going to say that now. The tracks are all messed up here. This tram isn't going anywhere any further. I wonder what's down that tunnel. Go! Okay. Well, that one's not the way to go, so... Bat feeder and... what's the other thing called? Bat feeder and... Scarecrow is not the way to go. Okay, let's try the... We'll go obviously back on the turntable. Scanlink connects the two cliffs for the signal generator. So which way are we going now? On the tracks between the bat feeder and the scarecrow, so tuning. Animal bones and robot, pendulum and the casket. I think animal boat. I just don't trust the casket way. There's something about it. I don't know. It's just not for me. Okay, let's go. I mean, it was set up for a reason, I guess. Well, because you wouldn't be able to get on the track without it, I guess. This is so spooky. Okay. Because that's the exit, I'm going to go back and try the other way. That's good to know, though. I wish it was quicker, like. I mean, you're going downhill, you should pick up some speed. Sorry about this. Might be a bit boring. I might try to break the videos into... it's probably going to be too long, isn't it? Into acts. I feel like not enough has happened. Painting the casket. Yeah, I think I'm gonna upload this as a video, but I think I'll do it as acts. I feel like I don't want to mess up the way that they've created the game. If that makes sense. So we'll try and stick to acts. Is my window still open? No. It just feels cold. But I'll probably try and edit some stuff out. Trying to think what to edit out now. I'm just kind of thinking because nothing's happening. If this is a dead end, I'm going to be so annoyed. I hope there's something here to look at. Adjusting reel to reel. Tape players stashed beneath the trash loaded with a tape but starved for power. That's true. I don't like that. Oh, I didn't know they were still down here. Not this deep, but I knew about the tape machines. Was this mine? When this mine was active, a couple of folk music archivists spent time here recording mines and sing really academic ivory tower types. None of the miners really talked to them much, so they stayed at their margins, observed, took notes, and then sometimes I'd get someone on lunch break to sing into the microphones. Then I guess the power company got some kind of interest in the project and gave the archivists some coal strip tokens to pay the miners with for their songs. Did your parents sing? What happened to the archivists? Did your parents sing? Oh, yeah, they sang. They sang in the mine for a coal strip token. That sounds like a blues thing, that. They sang in the mine for a coal strip token. I'm glad I went down this path now because I would have missed that, and that's quite a nice bit of flavour. So I'll have to remember the game will have stuff like that where you'll miss it, that you can possibly miss. By the way, my theory is that Marquez is dead. That the woman we met was dead. And that we've met ghosts quite a lot already throughout this. Hopefully Shannon's not. Shannon seems quite real. She didn't just pop out of nowhere. So, we are going on the Animal Bones and Run boat. Thank God, okay. Let's go. Yeah, okay, that tunnel where the tracks were broken, I'd like to take a look down there. Do whatever you need, I'll just wait for you here. If you're with me here, I'll just go take another look around. Do whatever you need, I'll just wait for you here. Thanks, I'll be right back. Paper tag comes from the bird cage via string. Canary 25 tokens. Canary sold at the company store. Did they also sell respirators? No bones in the cage. The bird must have been set free, or maybe the cage was cleaned. There are cardinals at the Louisville Zoo and other birds, ostriches, eagles, emus. No canaries. Too common, too small, maybe, but they have starlings. Starlings are much bigger than canaries. Yeah, obviously people do put canaries down mines because they say if the canary dies, then it means there's not enough oxygen and they'll die before a human, or there's carbon monoxide or something like that. So the fact that they had the cage but not the bird, what came first? Can I? A pile of tape reels is jammed at the top of the tram. They must have been thrown on in a rush. The reels are unlabeled. The tape is decayed. Lysette and Ira's son Charlie talked about a piece of music he liked made with old decaying tapes. What's it called? Something about Charlie had the most bizarre taste in music. Weird, noisy computer music. Where did he even hear the stuff? Louisville, probably, or college. He was a smart kid. Damned pity. Damned pity? What was a damned pity? Notebooks. The notebook at the top of the dusty stack is labelled in black marker. The label is dusty and smudged, but it looks like it might say horses. Houses. No, houses maybe. Or verses, even. Crude and harried handwriting too. Lysette has immaculate handwriting, pristine, measured cursive, never a stray mark. For the last several months she filled out the receipts for each order, since that young couple complained about the handwriting on the order slip. It's carbon paper anyway, it's bound to wear it away over time. If they're so precise about their record, they should put it on the computer anyway. This is weird. I've never played a game where it's like made you sit and wait for someone else who's doing something. I know I've said it's weird so much. I don't want to leave. I want to wait for her? For Shannon? Or is this a case where I have to? Because I want to just sit here and wait for her. But, I mean, I also can't sit here forever. Apparently I have to leave and then she comes, which is weird. How did the truck and the guy get like? The cramped shack is lined with wooden shelves, dusty stacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through a window near the ceiling. On a small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labelled J. Marquez, the green one is labelled R. Marquez, and the blue one is unlabelled. Open the red one. The pages are covered in disorganised notes, some written horizontally and others scribed vertically into margins. A few pages are lined more evenly, and others divided into charts correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies and call halls. On each page is the delicately rendered charcoal drawing. Most portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along the minecart tracks, collecting pieces of wire. In one drawing another girl sits nearby, intently studying a book. Conway opens a blue notebook. Notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be, oh yeah, this place. I didn't think you were coming back. No, Weaver's parents are the activists. My parents were miners. How's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's sore. I can walk on it, but it's painful. I can walk on it, but it's sore. Well, I'll try not to get too far ahead of you. You don't mind me hitching a ride, do you? I kind of got a lift out of here and wasn't sure if I'd be heading back. I can drive. I kind of got a lift out here and wasn't sure if I'd be heading back. I can handle it. Yeah, maybe that's best. Don't worry, I've been driving since I was 9. I still need to find the 0. Yeah, alright, we'll maybe ask Weaver about the 0. Maybe asking Weaver about the 0 was the wrong place to start. Maybe we should just ask her for specific directions. Her answer are complicated enough without a layer of indirection at the question. I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Noyland, right at the wax and peeler in the back of a bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? These are the times we live in. It's either up there or back at the farmhouse. Whichever you want to head to first, just let me know. I said antiques, I guess this is your truck. Surprised. It's kind of old. No, I'm not surprised. I guess it's an antique too. I think it suits you. Thanks. Let's speak to Homer. How's it going, Homer? Homer, this is Shannon. Nice to meet you, Homer. I've got some dry banana slices in my bag. Would you like one? I don't really like them anywhere. There's more where that came from. Let's be nice. Let's everyone be nice. Come on, heads back into the night. There's more to do here. Okay. So there's 10 minutes left. So we'll go and see what happens when we speak to Marquez. Wait. What is that, this factory? Oh, I can't go into it, can I? Oh. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the shop. I think it was over here, near the 88. Guitar player? Young man in a grey stained clothes sits by the side of the road. He's playing a one guitar. To his left is a blue mug, and to his right a weathered dog. Conway stands to listen. The young man strums absently on the guitar, hums tunelessly, and occasionally mumbles the word, "Put $1 in the cup." The young man stops playing, pulls the wet dollar bill out of his whiskey, and hands it back to Conway. What an idiot. Conway and Shannon pull into the bake shop parking lot. Bake shop is closed. We enter the side door. Walls are lined with cheap metal shelves loaded precariously with vacuum tubes, awkwardly shaped metal casings, and black coffee cans full of electronic components. Shannon leads Conway to the back of the room, where a few TV sets in various states of assembly are set up on a rough wooden table. She flips the switch on the power strip and they're all plugged in, and the TV sets tremble to life. Ask Shannon about Weaver. Shannon points to a small security monitor on the table. The image on the screen is just black, but it seems to be fading slowly, almost imperceptibly between different shades of black. Shannon tweaks a few knobs on the side of the monitor, but the picture doesn't change. Stare at the security monitor. The screen is a cavernous black. It hums and swells at the pace of the tide. Conway loses track of the workshop's wall, and they could be inches away or miles away. He's adrift in the black water, travelling swiftly towards a rocky shore. There should be a lighthouse or a buoy by these rocks. It's too dangerous. Shannon switches off the power. The Weaver is not here. That's weird. I mean, just the whole conversation, the whole dialogue thing. Okay, that's where we're going to. Oh, look at the banner tray. I don't think I did before. Oh, I did. Marcus Farmhouse. Why can't I walk? Oh, she's helping me now. Oh. So, she here? No. Well, she was, yeah, makes sense. This is where Weaver and her parents lived. They took out a bunch of loans, and had this place built. Do you have any debts? Never really had any collateral. I owe some people some apologies. Well, you're lucky that that's all you owe. Our parents were like that until the company staff found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mum, it was canaries. Two solutions to the same problem, but they sure sounded different. We had debt too, a lot of it, all tuition. How did she pay it off? She said she was a mathematician or something. Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about using maths to translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on the red numbers in the family checkbook and got a clever sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left, I guess just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone and never came back until tonight. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. Seems really focused on that old TV. Oh, that's not something you see every day. That old TV right there, well, that is damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Most painful decision I ever made. Do you mind if I open it up? Look like the dials are all corroded and the screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lysette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into disrepair. Spit him in. So weird, why did that happen? Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Looks like they've been in a swamp or a cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. That's okay, I have a few spares in my bag here. I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. It just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay, that order should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? Don't okay. Here I think the contacts are dying. No, don't go telling my customers I clean off old vacuum tubes with spit. They just gotta turn it north, south and... What the hell? Oh, that's Kentucky Route Zero? God, that's this weird. So... What the fuck? So she keeps Kentucky Route Zero in the barn? Can I save? End of Act 1. Perfect timing. Yeah, I'm going to end here. I'm hoping it's not just going to start again. Cool, it doesn't. So, we finished Act 1. Yeah, I like the game. It's strange. It's definitely strange. I didn't really do an outro on the stream, so I'll do it now. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe for more content. I'll be uploading the other acts soon, so if you enjoyed this one, look out for them ones. Follow me obviously here on YouTube, Twitch and Twitter, which was on the intermission thing, but they'll also be down in the description of this. Yeah, this is a really interesting game to me. I'm hoping you enjoy. You wouldn't be at this point if you didn't. And yeah, the other acts will be coming soon, I promise. So look forward to them, and thank you for watching. Bye.